When we're babies, we develop our balance reactions. We lift our heads, we roll, we crawl, so we're correctly orientated within space. Part of that means that our eyes and the ground are always going to be parallel. So in the perfect world, our shoulders and our hips and pelvis should all be perfectly parallel. That would mean that if we did that bend from side to side, it would be exactly equal on each side. Your legs would be the same length. Your hips, your pelvis, your lower back, your shoulders, your necks and your cranial bones would all be correctly aligned. So that would be your vertebra sitting there, that would be your disc, and nerves coming out on each side. Your muscles, connective tissue throughout the body would all have an equal tension. So we've never met that perfect, but that instant in time we would represent something called the triad of health. The point is that you can't affect one side without affecting the other two because it's a closed shape. The one side would represent the structural stuff, how we sit, how we stand, all the stuff we know about. The other side would represent the biochemistry, the inflammatory process, hormones, digestive system, immune system. And the third side would represent the psychological. How do we think and feel? How do we respond to our emotions and things that happen in life? Trying desperately to hold it all together is our central nervous system, our brainstem, our brain, and our spinal cord. Keeps us breathing, keeps us functioning, keeps us moving. It's surrounded by membranes that are called the dural membranes. They change name, but they surround the entire nervous system. Whenever our nervous system perceives itself to be in danger, these membranes tighten up. These would be the dangers. Because of how our nervous system works, if we use a neural pathway, it gets easier to use that neural pathway, so it'll tighten up in a pattern. And by the time you come to see us, this is the pattern that we find. I'm exaggerating. So now when you do a bend from side to side, the one side appears quite different to the other. That's not your legs that change length. There's a tightness somewhere in the nervous system because of life. And if there's a tightness at one end, there must be a tightness at the other end to keep your eyes on the ground parallel. So it's no good us working on one end of the spine without working on the other, and vice versa. So now some vertebrae are slightly out of alignment. There's your disc and the nerves. And some muscles, some connective tissue get shorter and tighter than the others. So in this position, our nervous system's in sympathetic dominance, in fight or flight. And here it's parasympathetic balance, rest and digest. So with the correct alignment, you've got the weight of your body down, force from the ground back up, and it gets spread nice and equally through the disc. You've got a nice bony exit point for the nerves to run out and nice relaxed muscles. Here, of course, those forces don't match up, so that disc can bulge out. That can cause pain. It can get pinched in a less diminished bony exit point, caught in a tight muscle, caught in a stretched muscle. They all have names, but the reality is that it's this whole overall picture. So we need to get you from there to there. When we get you here into this parasympathetic balance, you feel a lot better, but as you walk down to the car, those muscles go back to what they used to, and everything slips out of alignment. That's why we stimulate your balance with the wedge in the shoe. So we're sending a signal to your brain. The only way you can keep your eyes correctly orientated with the horizon with the wedge in is if your proprioceptive system sends a signal to loosen those and tighten those, and as a result, everything comes back onto life.